Here's a brief introduction to sixth grade camp. When students first arrive to camp, they sit on the hill and they're given their instructions on where to go locate their cabin and just a few things to get them on their way and how they're supposed to haul their luggage on the wagon and so forth, and then where to meet. This is an example of the bunk beds in the cabin. And here are the kids doing an activity doing Gimme Shelter. They take logs and they try to build a shelter, and then they discuss when they're done what person probably the best shelter and whose was the safest and would it withstand the elements. Each morning and evening there is a flag raising, and different kids get to participate in that. They also recognize a couple of different countries around the world. This is inside where they eat, and they use the real silverware and plates that they have to clear, and then they have to wash their own table before they leave. Campfire at night. So there's a couple campfires, and the kids get split into two groups and they sing songs and participate in the campfire. Another thing they do is a guided night hike. This is a day hike right here where they go on about a 1.5 mile hike through a trail in the woods. They stop and they hear a story by the camp staff. Canoeing. Once at the end of the hike, they get their life jackets and their paddles. They get set into a canoe, and it's about a 20-minute canoe ride where they paddle back to the other side of the camp. So they had hiked around the lake partway, and then they take a canoe back to the other side of the lake. Here they are called with the horses. And they basically get to ride the horse around the corral, always with supervision. Back to the cabin. So here's a closer look at the cabins. Metal bunk beds with a foam mattress, and this is where they keep all their things. Basic bathroom indoors, and they have a double kitchen sink. It's their job to keep it tidy while they are staying there. This is archery, and they get split into groups, and they each get so many times to shoot the bow and arrow, as you can see. Some are more successful than others, but this is a big hit usually playing archery. Some definitely have more experience than others. But in the end, a lot of them really enjoy it. Sometimes they get to take a wagon ride. One of their afternoon activities. Not everybody will do that, but some may. Example of some of the healthy food that we have at camp. It's pretty good. This is inside Malachi where the kids are going to eat. The table is served, the dinner served family style. Playground. This is an example of what the outside of the cabins look like. Inside each building, there are 4 individual cabins. This is Malachi, where we come for evening activities. And then, of course, this is the flag raising, where the kids meet twice a day. And during some downtime, they can come and play on the playground. They can come and sit up on these rocking chairs. Those cones you saw are the cones that they line up with in a travel group right there. And then they'll wait and they'll enter at the appropriate time. The area where we stay in the Jackson area is pretty. It's hilly. Kids, like I said, they travel in travel groups, and every meal there's peanut butter jelly. There are no coffee for the kids, but juice and milk and fresh fruits and vegetables on the buffet. This is an example like at dinner time or lunchtime, what you would see. This is a dinner menu. Sometimes there is dessert. There's usually dessert at lunch. This is the kids playing gaga ball. This is not a playing activity, but this is what they may do when they have downtime and before it's time for dinner or after dinner. They'll have a little bit of time, and they have a good time doing this. Square dancing, they really enjoy this, even though they'll initially not think it's going to be fun. They have a great time square dancing. In the end, they get popsicles. And they're hot and sweaty, and popsicles are much appreciated. These are our great high school camp counselors that come and are with the kids the whole time. And that's all the luggage. They take their luggage, and then we load the luggage onto the U-Haul. And back to breakfast food. Breakfast food, lots of fresh fruits. And we usually have pancakes or eggs for breakfast. There's oatmeal, there's cereal, there's toast. So there's plenty for the kids to eat. So even the pickiest eater should find something that they like. Kids have to come and set the table, so there'll be a different traveler group that comes in to set the table. This is rock climbing, and this is examples of what the kids wear when they go rock climbing. For most kids, they've never done this before. A lot are really scared, but we ask that they just try just the first couple, and if they don't want to go to the top, they don't have to. That's 6th grade camp.